Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? It is game number 5 of the Western Conference Finals tonight, and the series tied up at 2 apiece. The San Antonio Spurs are on the road taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Paycom Center and OKC for this matchup tonight. San Antonio coming off a major victory in game number 4 of the series to even up the series 2-2. Coming into this critical game 5 tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Happy Tuesday night, everybody, and glad to have you guys back on the board. Ricardo, Rissa, Dane, Daniel, Jay Ramirez, glad to have you guys back for this stream here tonight. Spurs 10-5 right now in the playoffs. They're 5-2 on the road. They've never lost 3 straight games in a row, and they ensured that they would bounce back after a 2-game losing streak with a victory to even up the series 2-2. Oklahoma City, so far in the playoffs, they're 10-2. 5-1 in their home floor. They haven't lost 2 straight games since the final 2 games of the regular season, April 10th and April 12th. And they haven't lost 2 straight games all postseason for them. And on their championship run last year, they never lost 2 straight games at all during last year's playoffs. So right now, Oklahoma City on the ropes going into this matchup as they're trying to bounce back tonight as the Spurs delivered a big punch right to OKC. And OKC, which got blown out in the previous game, trying to roll back with the punches and see if they can go up on their home floor in this series. Jay Ramirez puts out Game 1, Western Conference Finals, had almost as many views as the 4 games from the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, that was insane. That double overtime start to the Western Conference Finals, just crazy. Insane what Victor Wembanyama has been doing in this series here. And I think that for the Spurs, if they're going to go on top tonight, lead the series 3-2, Wemby is going to have another just masterpiece performance. An amazing game once again. He did that in game 1. He did that in game 4. 43 points in game 1, 33 points in game 4. Victor Wembanyama going to have to be all-out dominant once again. When Wemby plays in the series, he has led the Spurs with a plus 53 in the series on the floor in 156 minutes. That includes a plus 29 in the previous game on Sunday night. But when Wemby doesn't play, when he's off the bench, that's where the Thunder have the big advantage, and it's either they push their lead or they chip into the deficit. And in the 41 minutes that Wemby hasn't played in this series, the San Antonio Spurs are minus 42 when Wemby is off the floor. So Victor Wembanyama, the key to success in this entire series, just all-out dominant in games 1 and 4. Solid in games 2 and 3, but he was limited a little bit more. That led to OKC winning both of those games. And also another key for San Antonio, they have to limit the turnovers, and they started to do that in the previous 2 contests. It's been a roller coaster of a series with the turnover issues for San Antonio. They still have more turnovers than OKC. 71 total turnovers by San Antonio. OKC with 60. But a lot of those turnovers came in the first 2 games of the series. 44 by the Spurs combined in games 1 and 2. Castle had 20 turnovers in the first 2 games. OKC had just 24 turnovers combined in games 1 and 2. And then you flip the page to games 3 and 4. San Antonio dropping the turnovers, limiting it from 44 to 27 in the previous 2 games. And Oklahoma City's number in turnovers skyrocketed from 24 to 31. So once De'Aaron Fox returned back into the lineup, started to take care of the basketball much more, taking the pressure off of Stephon Castle as the main ball handler that De'Aaron Fox came back in and could balance out the offense between the two. What's good? Ron in the street, welcome in. Glad to have you back in from South Carolina. Jared, Anthony, Hockey, Mark Anthony, Jeffrey, glad to have you back in. No problem, bud. Welcome back in once again, brother. Ben, thanks for joining in, man. Roki, welcome in. Let's take a look at that right now. Thanks for the update from Jared. Just gonna double check, get up Twitter here to confirm that. Jalen Williams, he is out once again tonight for OKC. They're also out with AJ Mitchell. So two key players missing tonight in this game for the Thunder coming in. There we go. Joe Mazzulla. Yep. Shams putting it out there. Joe Mazzulla named head coach of the year for this season. Hopefully next year able to deliver in the playoffs. Joe Mazzulla, number 1, 392. Yeah, Jaylen Brown talked about it on his Twitch streams that I mean, he's getting a lot of backlash because he's been talking about his favorite season was this season, but even though the Celtics got bounced out in the first round, I mean, he's got a lot of backlash because going into the season, there really wasn't much expectations. My honest expectations going into the preseason for the Celtics were like a 500 team, like 40 and 42 record, 41 and 41. Like kind of towards 42 and 40, that type of area, like a back end seed, like a 7 or an 8 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs, getting into the playing game, and exceeded expectations in a big way in the regular season with Jaylen Brown leading the team. So congrats out to Joe. Unfortunately, it didn't end that the way it did, but I mean, a lot of those guys hadn't proven anything until this year. Like Jaylen Brown put out the case there that he got to see guys step up and rise up. Jordan Walsh, Luka Garza, Namish Keita, who was going into the season as the top big man on the team, had just a huge, like tons of weight on his shoulders. In the previous past, playing behind Porzingis, playing behind Al Horford, he goes from the number 3 big in the season to the number 1 big with limited playing time. So the roster wasn't constructed this year for the Celtics to win the championship. A great regular season, by far exceeding expectations. Man, just an absolute pleasure covering the regular season with the Celtics. They were balling out in the regular season, but unfortunately, it was a shock how it closed out for them, because it's so weird not covering Celtic streams at least until mid-May in the playoffs. And they got bounced out on May 4th in the first week of May. So it was stunning how they got bounced out, that they choked the 3-1 series. But just incredible regular season, seeing all those guys step up. Peyton Pritchard did his thing this year. And guys just all over the place. Ugo Gonzalez going to be a great piece for the future to build off of. So yeah, big time congrats to Joe. He led the points. He had 62 first place votes. JB Bickerstaff in Detroit, 29 first place votes, number 2 behind Joe Mazzulla. And then a big drop off after that. Mitch Johnson, San Antonio, 9 first place votes, 133 total behind Bickerstaff, 312, Mazzulla, 392. Charles Lee out of Charlotte, 4th place for him. Jordan out of Phoenix. That was another team, like, they were not supposed to be good at all for Phoenix, going through a rebuild, and they got the 8 seed in the playoffs for them. I'm kind of shocked to see Toronto, their head coach, get 1 vote for them. Like, they were not a playoff team last year. A bunch of young guys, and did a great job this season getting the 5 seed for the Raptors. Yeah, some of these coaches, I thought they get more votes than like a single solo vote that they had. Quinn Snyder got 2 votes for Atlanta. They had a huge second half turnaround. Yeah, I saw that. So Kenny Atkinson is coming back for next year. Ringo, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Isaac on the stream. Rax Blue, welcome back in. Mike Chuck, welcome on board. Yeah, Thunder are the favorite coming into this game tonight. I think San Antonio's got some momentum going into it, especially if Victor Wembanyama plays like he's been playing. I think San Antonio's got a great opportunity to steal this one tonight on the road for them. A couple injuries right now for Oklahoma City. It's happening at the worst time possible. J-Dub is out once again, and then AJ Mitchell is out. So Kenrich Williams got a lot more minutes in the last game and struggled in the previous matchup. The bench has been huge for OKC. The bench was only +4 during the last game, 34-30. The game prior, 76-23. That was a franchise record in the playoff game for OKC in the Game 3 bench points with 76. The bench points total in this series through 4 games is 217-94. That's a +124 in bench points in the series for OKC. So if OKC comes out, if they're making their shots, they're going to win this game tonight. If San Antonio is locking down Oklahoma City and limiting them from the floor, like the last game and like game 1, and then SGA can't get into a groove, if he's breaking shots, then that's not a good sign. San Antonio will win this game, especially if Wembanyama goes off, because the other guy is just feeding off that energy too. Castle and Vassell been excellent in that last game. Yeah, both are playing tonight, so Fox and Harper both available. Everybody fully healthy for San Antonio. So San Antonio starting De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama. And Dylan Harper's coming off the bench tonight. So everybody fully healthy coming into this game for San Antonio. Jalen Williams out with a hamstring injury, and that forced him to miss a month against, he got injured game 2 against Phoenix. He missed a month of the playoffs. He's only played 4 playoff games so far for J-Dub. And then AJ Mitchell is out with a calf injury. So the number 2 and number 4 scores both out tonight for Oklahoma City. And the number 3 scorer, Chet Holmgren, has turned into basically Jalen Duren in the playoffs in this series right now, as he is just being overwhelmed by Victor Wembanyama and just getting embarrassed out there on the floor. Wemby is super hungry. Yeah, Wemby is taking it personally right now. Actually, another YouTuber put up about the U19 FIBA World Cup with Wemby and Chet, with them battling, and Team USA beat France by 2 with Chet in the U19 World Cup against Wemby. Wemby still, to this day, has that locked in the back of his head, that his main goal is to beat Chet Holmgren. And right now, Chet Holmgren is getting locked down in this series, and it seems like he's lost like complete confidence with himself. So this is not a good sign for OKC. That after SGA, the MVP, the number 2 scorer, J-Dub, is out. The number 3 scorer, Chet Holmgren, just does not look like himself in this playoff series. And then the number 4 scorer, AJ Mitchell, in this playoffs is out for OKC. Spurs tonight with the black jerseys, white numbers, white letters for this matchup. Oklahoma City on their whole floor, Paycom Center, white jerseys, blue numbers, blue letters, orange outline for tonight's matchup. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. About to get tipped off here in just a moment. The battle between Chet and Wemby online in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs going right to left on the floor. Thunder going left to right. First Western Conference Finals to be tied 2-2 since 2018. The Warriors against Rockets. Wemby and Chet at the midcourt logo. It's a full white out in the Paycom Center at Oklahoma City for tonight's matchup. Here we go. At midcourt, about to get ready to tip this game off as the ball is up and the ball gets tipped and we are underway. San Antonio controls the opening tip. First possession goes to the Spurs. Stephon Castle. Outside to the wing. They jack up the 3. Fox no good off the mark. Rebound goes to Chet. Opening possession now for the Thunder. SGA dribbles inside the paint. At the free throw circle. Sends it outside to Jared McCain. Got the start tonight in this game. Sends it off to Hardenstein. At the wing. Back to McCain. McCain struggled during the last game. And McCain lost it, turnover. Up the floor, Devin Vassell with a steal. Vassell, dish out, wing, a three. Champagny, no good off the back rim. Offensive rebound goes to Fox. Champagny up fake. Blows by Chet. Kick out, corner. Vassell outside finds Fox. Slides it off to Castle at the wing. 5 at a timer. Stephon Castle backs his way. Free throw circle. Lost the handle. Turnover. SGA collects the steal. Thunder with possession. Opening minute of action, McCain. Drives, kick out, corner, three, Lou Dort. No good off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Tipped up, and Chet Holmgren has it. Turnaround shot. Chet able to bury it. Good for two. It's a good confidence booster right there for Chet Holmgren. Only averaging 11 points per game in this series. Missed jumper by Vassell from the perimeter as it goes back over to OKC. Thunder with possession. Jared McCain in the corner. Backs his way. Jumper. 15-footer. Missed off the glass. Contested by Vassell. Rebound. Tipped over to the Spurs. And down low, San Antonio could have finished. Fox able to take it away. Recovers the possession. Outside goes off to Vassell. Vassell lob Wemby. Wemby had to take it away. SGA picks up steal number 2 tonight. Thunder with possession. Up the floor, Hardenstein, kick out, corner, three, Lou Dort off the back rim, no good. We get a brick fest going on out of the pack. Fox comes up with a defensive rebound. Up the floor, De'Aaron Fox slides it off to Castle. Castle, open jumper from the perimeter, knocks it down for the 3-ball. First made 3 tonight goes to Stephon Castle for San Antonio. 1 for 5 now for the Spurs, 1 for 4 for OKC. Lou Dort. Bounce pass on top to Hardenstein. Hand off to McCain around the perimeter. McCain slides it off to Chet. Chet working his way on Vassell. Chet pull-up jumper. 13-footer. Connects in the 2. And Chet Holmgren right now with all 2 buckets so far scored in this game by OKC. Fox high off the glass. Quick up the floor. Scores the deuce. Pass midcourt with SGA. Defensive rock fight right now to begin this contest. SGA, his pass broken up inside, intercepted by Wemby. Wemby up the floor, dish out down low to the wrong player as Chet came up with a steal. SGA working on Champagny, drives at the baseline. Defended by Champagny. Jumper, left baseline, high arcer, off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, tip to Champagny on the defensive board. First 3 minutes of action as it has been a grind so far. Fox, wide open 3 off the back rim, misfired. Rebound goes to Dort. Got a bunch of bricks to start off tonight. 2 for 7 now for the Spurs. OKC 2 for 6. SGA, right baseline, shovels it down low. Hardenstein, through for 2 with a 2-hand finish. What's good, Guardian? Back on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Steve, Mr. Hector, welcome back on board tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win, Thunder or Spurs. Inside the key, Castle, kick out, quarter. Wide open 3, Champagny makes the defense pay as he buries the 3. Nobody there in the corner. He had 3 guys stacking the box inside the paint for the OKC defense. 2 made 3s tonight for San Antonio. OKC yet to connect from downtown. McCain drives on Wemby. Lost the handle, turnover. Up the floor. Champagny off the Vassell. Bounce pass, trailer. 3. Champagny buries another one. Julian Champagny red hot for the outside timeout. Taken on the floor by OKC. 11-6 San Antonio with a 5-point advantage where Wemby has yet to score so far tonight. The role players stepping up. Julian Champagny stepping into wide open 3s and able to knock them down in the 3-ball, being a difference factor to begin this game. 3 made 3s by the Spurs. They're 3 for 7 from the outside. Thunder 0 for 2 to begin tonight as we have the first time out in the night. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Under man, 2 guys coming into this matchup for OKC. And right now, San Antonio making the defense at OKC pay. Julian Champagnie knocking out 2 threes from the perimeter. Stephon Castle able to make a 3. De'Aaron Fox scoring a 2 off glass. Wemby yet to attempt a shot so far, and yet to have a rebound, yet to have an assist. Only thing that he's statted for is a turnover. Nevertheless, San Antonio leading by 5 to the first time out. Chet Holmgren with 4, Hardenstein with 2, SGA 0 for 1. Does have two steals. Slow start right now in this game. Freeze, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Siegel, welcome back in. Looks like Siegel going to check in later. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Spurs or Thunder. Right now, Spurs up in the poll early on, 69 to 31. Yeah, for a while, both of these teams were not hitting shots. They were just going up and down the floor, bricking shots left and right. And finally, one team started to break out, getting into a groove, being San Antonio. The Spurs boast the top defense and field goal shooting percentage out of every team in the playoffs. Thunder are number 2 in points per game in the playoffs, behind the Knicks. Dreska, welcome back in, liking the Thunder and 6 in the series. Yeah, Thunder right now trailing, going to have to make up for it. Whatever Wemby is on the bench, that's where the Thunder have been a major plus throughout the series. That's something to watch for as we go throughout the course of this series. Yeah, the Thunder hadn't been beat down like that in a while. Not in the playoffs. And it was rare for them to be beat down like that in the regular season, too. We come back to action. 11-6, Spurs by 5. McCain on the floor alongside SGA. Jalen Williams, number 6, first time in the court, alongside Holmgren and Dort. SGA, defended by Champagnie, gets downhill to the rim, missed the layup. Rebound secure by Castle. Excellent defense by Champagnie, forcing the miss by SGA. Vassell, fake of the wing, slides it off to Champagnie. On the outside, Castle. Castle working on J-Will, cross court, deflected, and trying to gamble with a steal. Couldn't get it, was McCain. Fox, high runner off the rim, no good. Rebound secure by J-Will, number 6 for OKC. Dale, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. SGA slides it off the Dort into the hands to Holmgren. Chet working on Wemby. Chet towards his left, gives it off to McCain. McCain lobbed to Chet, still defended by Wemby on the outside. Lou Dort taking on Vassell. Shot clock down to deep, down to 1, able to turn the corner, drive, and scored a layup. Wow, just shook Vassell at the last moment off the DHO action and scored a 2 for Lou Dort. Castle in the corner finds Champagnie. Baseline dribble takes Holmgren right to the rim. Scores over Chet. Good for the bucket. Julian Champagnie putting Chet Holmgren the skull right there with that basket. 8 points now by Champagnie tonight. SGA drives, attacks, lost it. Oh, what a hustle play is. Castle collects the steal, diving forward at the baseline outside. Champagnie pull it from deep, buries the 3. Defense turning right into offense there for San Antonio. Incredible hustle. Spurs super hungry right now to start things off. SGA in the outside. Dort, McCain in the corner. Into the hands of Chet. Takes on Champagnie 1-on-1. Champagnie able to force the previous miss. Turnaround jumper. Chet buries it. Cuts the deficit down to 6. Midway through the opening quarter, no free throws for either side just yet. Wemby, up fake, Wemby, kick out, corner, 3, Champagnie. Off the mark, no good. A loose ball foul. Charge to OKC. And that is the first personal foul in this game, as it stops the clock with 5:45. So there had been no fouls to that point. What a start tonight. Victor Wembanyama, by the way, has 0 points, barely getting any touches. It has been the Julian Champagny show with 11. Inbound goes to Wemby. Top of the key, defended by J. Will. Wemby at the wing takes on J. Will for the timer. Drives, dish outside. Champagny, the hot hand off the back rim, misfired. Offensive rebound. Castle goes up. Castle gets fouled. Or beg my pardon. Was it out of his hands and out? Yeah, it was. Yeah, beg my pardon. It was actually out of the hands of Castle, so no call with the refs there. Wow. I thought he was going up after he rebounded and got knocked down foul. No call with the refs. They say it was out of bounds by Castle with a no call. Alex Caruso, first time on the floor tonight. Thunder have possession now. Caruso over Wemby. High arcing three. Gutted a drop. Alex Caruso, he is back. He had no points in the last game. A rare dud for him. Back finding his stroke from the perimeter. Wide open layup. Castle. Oh, he blew it. Stephon Castle just blew a wide open layup. Chet Holmgren working on Champagny. Stumbled off the dribble as he hits the deck now. Falling backwards. Able to get it out in time to SGA. SGA poke loose, stolen by Wemby. Oh, they got numbers up the floor. 3-on-1, right to the rim. Harper, no good. Shoved in by Champagny with a putback. 5-point lead for San Antonio. 4.5 left to go in the first. SGA off the double, backs his way outside, push pass, Chet defers, corner three. Wallace, no good off the rim. A rebound secured by Wemby. Spurs with possession. Wemby yet to score tonight so far. Loose ball towards a double team as Castle got it stripped and lost it. Caruso there to collect the steal. SGA in the corner. He's stuck. Outside goes to Chet. Chet off the dribble. Right past Harper. Scores the two. Cuts the deficit down to 3. Mitch Johnson will burn the first timeout of the night by San Antonio. 18-15, Spurs by 3 going into the first timeout of the night by the Spurs. They have the 3-point lead. Gonna head to a timeout. Fast first quarter we got going on right now. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Julian Champagny right out of the gate, nailing down threes. 13 points, 3 for 6 from 3, 5 for 8 from the floor, plus 2 steals. Castle with a 3, Fox with 2. Wemby yet to score. Has just 1 rebound. Yet to even play a part of the role of the offense so far. Good sign for San Antonio. No impact by Wemby. They're up by 3 currently. SGA yet to score. 0 for 2 from the floor. Plus 3 turnovers. Chet Holmgren leads the way. 8 points perfect. 4 for 4. Tonight by Chet. Caruso with 3. 2 each by Hardenstein and Dort. Yeah, Thunder have been pretty solid after a loss for them this year. They're 14-5 following a loss. They haven't lost 2 straight in the playoffs since they got eliminated back in 2024 to Dallas in the second round. They lost twice to Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and Dallas, which was runner-up to the Celtics in 2024. Interesting that the Thunder are shooting 54% from the floor. They're winning, or they're trailing in this game. They're shooting 13% greater than the Spurs, 54% OKC, 41% San Antonio, but San Antonio's got the 3-point lead. San Antonio's drilled 4 threes. Champagny's buried 3 of those. OKC just 1 for 4 from 3. The turnovers also in the early going an issue for the Thunder. Once again, 6 turnovers translating into 8 points off turnovers for the Spurs. Spurs have 4 turnovers currently. Hey, what's good, Jason? Welcome back in, bud. Hope all is going well, man. So, New York Knicks out in the waiting mode right now. Knicks won't play a game until June the 3rd, when it's going to be game one in the finals. I saw a stat that was crazy from yesterday. The team that is lost the previous season in the Eastern Conference Finals won the Eastern Conference Championship the following year. So this went back to 2021 with I think it was the last four. Yeah, 26, 25, 24, 23. Yeah, 2023. Yeah, it was the Celtics, which were runner up to the Heat in 2023. Actually, it was the year before that too, because the Heat was runner up to the Celtics in yeah, Heat was runner up to the Celtics in 22, and then the Heat went to the finals, lost the Nuggets in 23. Celtics were the runner up to the Heat in 23. Celtics went to the finals, beat Dallas in 24. Pacers were the runner up to the Celtics in 24 in the Eastern Conference Finals. They took the Thunder into 7 last year. And then the Knicks were runner-up to the Pacers last year and on to the NBA Finals. First time since 1999. Chet Holmgren got it stripped out of bounds off the Spurs. Spurs in 6 going for Kwame out in Trinidad. Welcome in from Trinidad on the stream. Inbound goes to Jalen Williams, number 6. Bounce pass goes to SGA. SGA working on Keldon Johnson. Spurs pick up the personal foul. It's going to be charged to Keldon Johnson. First personal. That's a team tonight for San Antonio. Inbound goes to Wallace. Wallace drives inside the key, right to the rim, as scores the layup. Cuts the deficit down to 1 now. De'Aaron Fox on the floor alongside Wemby Champagnie. Keldon Johnson and Harper lob over the top. Keldon Johnson finding Victor Wembanyama with an alley-oop slam. First made bucket tonight for Wemby. Wallace on the outside, poked out of bounds off Johnson. From Nepal, welcome in from Nepal for Ramdai in the stream. Lihan, welcome in, taking the Spurs tonight. Cozy Corner liking the Spurs as well. Wow, Spurs percentage skyrocketing right now. 74% going for San Antonio. So Victor Wembanyama currently on the board with that alley-oop slam. First made bucket of the night. At the baseline, Caruso, the inbound passer. Caruso lobs it off to Hardenstein on the floor alongside SGA, Kenrich Williams, and Cason Wallace. SGA double-teamed at the elbow. Outside, corner jumper, misfired by Caruso. Offensive rebound for Hardenstein. Wemby on the bench. Luke Cornett, first time on the floor tonight. Cason Wallace outside finds SGA. 5 in the shot clock. SGA attacks. Teardrop rudder off the rim, no good. Rebound ripped away by Vassell. Up the floor, Carter Bryant, first time today, had it poked from behind, out of bounds off the Thunder. New band, welcome in, liking Spurs today. Thanks for joining in. Warren, glad to have you back in, bud. Quick first quarter, just one personal foul for both sides. Inbound goes to Luke Cornett. Handoff, Harper slides it outside. 3 in the air. Carter Bryant missed off the mark. A rebound goes to Hardenstein. Thunder with possession. Down by 3 for OKC. SGA drives on Harper. Inside the key. High arcer. No good off the glass. Tip to Kenrich Williams with the offensive board. Kenrich Williams fires a 3 and nails it. 20-20. Big second chancer with a 3-point score there by Kenrich from the outside. Harper dribbles up inside the key. A jumper, mid-range, got fouled. And Dylan Harper will shoot 2 at the free throw line. From the Philippines, we got Christian in the stream. Thanks for joining in. He's liking Spurs in 6. A lot of great international reach out here on the channel. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Dylan Harper. First one's good. So right now, Wemby is on the bench. Luke Cornett in the spot of Wemby for the moment, and San Antonio is up by 2 with Wemby on the bench. This is where Oklahoma City has to go and chip into the deficit and surpass San Antonio, is when Wembanyama's on the bench. Victor Wembanyama last game was a plus 29 on the floor. SGA couldn't connect. Missed off the back rim, and he'll have 2 coming up at the line. SGA having a rare off game tonight. No points in 10 minutes, 0 for 4 shooting. It's only the first quarter, still got a lot of game left to change. He'll have 2 free throws. First one's good. Perfect 7 for 7 in the last game for SGA at the line. Averaged 31 points per game in the regular season. First 2 rounds, 29 points per game. That number dipping down to 24.8 currently in this series for SGA for the MVP. Second free throw is good. 22 even, under 2 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Fox sends it off to Bryant, attacks the paint. Carter Bryant, head full of steam, right to the rack, soars up and ducks it with a 2-hand finish. 2-point advantage for the Spurs. Major energy building play there by Carter Bryant. Caruso in the corner. Takes on Cordat, slides it off to Wallace. Wallace drives on Harper, blocked by Harper. Wasn't clean though, the refs rule it a shooting foul. Wow, that's a killer. That's a killer right there, that the referees ruled that personal foul on Dylan Harper. Maria Cardo, welcome in. Liking the Spurs in 6, repping the Philippines. First one's good at the line for OKC. God's anointing oil, liking the Thunder in 7, welcome on board. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win here? Spurs or Thunder? Second free throw, good. 1:26 left to go in the opening quarter. De'Aaron Fox crosses midcourt. Fox drives on Caruso inside the key with the left hand. No good off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Cornette couldn't haul it in. It goes right back over to OKC. SGA up the floor. Attacks off the triple team. Gave it away. And ricocheted out of bounds off the Thunder. SGA saw that he was swarmed at the rim off a triple team, trying to pass it off to the trailer. Caruso didn't realize that's the 7th turnover in the opening quarter for the Thunder. Spurs with possession. Fox drives on Caruso, spins inside. Fox dish outside to the wing. Bryant tees up a 3, a splash. It is good by Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant making a big impact off the bench. He's got 5. 45 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. SGA defended by Bryant at the midcourt logo. 8 on the timer. SGA dribbles up, drives up to the elbow, outside Caruso, up fake. Caruso leaves it off for SGA and a 3, splashes it. Cuts the gets the game even at 27 with that made 3 by SGA and a steal. In the backcourt, Wallace attacks, no good, missed the layup. Offensive rebound, saved by Caruso. 8-second differential, shot clock and game clock. SGA down the far side. Able to draw the foul on Carter Bryant. Reaching in, clock will stop with 17.7. Yeah, so J-Dub isn't even playing tonight. So J-Dub and AJ Mitchell are both out tonight for the Thunder. Jalen Williams, number 6, is playing, but Jalen Williams, number 8, is not. First free throw is good. At the line for the Thunder, taking the lead by 1. So they're only up by 1, and Wemby was on the bench for the last 2.5 minutes plus. Now Wemby's back on the floor. Second free throw good by SGA. Spurs with possession. Shot clock turned off. 12 seconds left to go. Castle past the timeline. Castle Top of the key, defended by Wallace. Towards his right, gives it off to Wemby. Wemby with three. Wemby working on Hardenstein. Around the perimeter, step back three at the buzzer, and off the mark, no good. Hit the right part of the glass, and it's a 2-point lead by OKC at the end of the opening quarter. 29-27 at the end of one. The Thunder up against San Antonio. A horrific start in this game between these two teams going at it with one another to the first quarter of action. Jason, appreciate it, brother. No worries if it can't happen for some reason. You the legend, brother. 13 by Shane Penny, which leads the way. Drilling 3 threes on 3 for 6 from 3 in 9 minutes. He's the hot hand tonight. Carter Bryant playing very well off the bench. 5 points in 3 minutes, shooting 2 for 3 from the floor. Wemby with just 2. Only attempted 2 shots, missed the 3 at the buzzer for Wemby. The only bucket he got was an alley-oop jam. And SGA struggling. Despite that, the number 2 scorer, 7 points, played the entire first quarter, but 4 of those points came at the free throw line. 1 for 5 shooting. The only bucket that he had was a 3. Chet Holmgren leads the way with 8. Perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. And not much generated off the bench tonight. 10 bench points by OKC, 7 by the Spurs. And that's been the key in the series for the Thunder. Has been their bench has been just by a landslide dominated this series. And right now, through one quarter, it's only a 3-point margin for OKC. And they're having a tough time generating their offense with a lot of turnovers for them. So that's the issue. They're not shooting the ball horrifically. They're 50% from the floor, 10 for 20. The Spurs have attempted 24 shots. The turnover's been a nightmare for OKC recently. They have 7 turnovers in the first quarter. San Antonio with 5. Jason with a dodo. Let's get that dodo hype for Jason. Really appreciate it, brother. Yeah, OKC hitting the injury bug at the worst time right now. SGA, the MVP, seeing double teams getting locked up. After that, J-Dub, number 2 scorer, not playing tonight, injured with a hamstring injury. Number 3 scorer, Chet Holmgren, out to a solid start. Saving his team right now with 8 points, the team leader. And he's had a rough series for him, just having a really difficult time being locked down throughout this entire series, averaging around just 11 points per game. And then AJ Mitchell, number 4 scorer for OKC, not playing tonight, out with an injury. So they've got it at the worst time right now. Jared McCain got the start tonight. Yeah, there's been guys who stepped up big time off the bench throughout the series. McCain, Caruso, Jalen Williams had a humongous game 3. They need those guys to play really well. Right now, J. Will, number 6, yet to score. Caruso did bury a 3, but McCain is yet to score. McCain got the start. He has 2 turnovers and no points so far. Yeah, OKC all of a sudden got the turnover bug in their system. And that's not a good sign. With De'Aaron Fox, ever since De'Aaron Fox came back in, San Antonio is starting to limit those turnovers. And the turnovers start to rack up for the Thunder. We get back to action. Top of the key with Hardenstein. Ball got poked loose by Wemby. Hardenstein came and picked it up, though. Hardenstein drives on Wemby inside. Runner off the rim. No good. The rebound goes to Castle. Spurs with possession. Up the floor. Wemby attacks. Wemby stripped and fouled. And that's on Hardenstein, who picks up the personal. And Victor Wembanyama will head to the line shoot, too. Be a hard slap there to Wemby's wrist for Hardenstein. That's a 6'11", 270-pound man slapping the wrist of Wemby out in transition off the fast break, going to the rim. Got to feel that one in the morning. First one's good by Wemby. Second free throw is good by Wemby. We get a tie game right now at 29. Caruso driving on Wemby. Caruso inside. High off the glass. No good. And Caruso drew the foul. It's on Victor Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up. Caruso's got some trash talking right to Wemby right now. What a series between these two teams. Like, seeing these two teams in the future of the NBA go at it in what could be the first out of many series matchups deep in the playoffs between these two teams. I mean, it's for these two teams, it's just going to be total domination for the years to come, it looks like. First free throw is good by Caruso. Second shot is good. 2-point advantage for OKC. Dylan Harper on the floor alongside Stephon Castle, Harrison Barnes, Julian Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama. Harper at the wing takes on Caruso. Spin cycle to the elbow. Harper lost it, turnover. Caruso collects the steal. Caruso up the floor, slides across court. Cason Wallace, dump off, runner. Hardenstein connects in the 2. 4-point lead for OKC. Alex Caruso starting to become a difference maker in this matchup. Jump stop down low. Castle goes right after Hardenstein. Draws the shooting foul. That is now 2 personal fouls charged to Hardenstein tonight. That's the way to go if you're the Spurs offense. Attack on Hardenstein, who in Game 3 just took Wemby out of the game. Hey, appreciate it, Jason. You the legend, brother. Make sure to keep on checking out those shorts that I keep on doing. Been like a graphic machine recently with those shorts. First free throw was missed at the line. I have one of those start a timeout slide. Welcome and see us in the stream. So I have like a player graphic that I do for like the 5 players on the floor when we get into timeouts. I don't think it fires off during live or so because it has to have like multiple tabs up at once and I have to keep on refreshing the tab. That's why. Splitting the free throws to the line. Thunder by 3. McCain off the roller. Outside. Williams. Kick out. Corner 3. That's a pretty possession. Leading to the triple. Cason Wallace able to splash down the 3 ball. 6-point lead for OKC. Largest lead of the game. Castle from deep missed off the backroom rebound. Secured by Wallace. Wallace takes up the floor. Push past the corner. Caruso. Defended by Wemby and the outside off the J-Will. Slides it on top to Wallace. Wallace drives on Barnes. Lob cross court. Caruso keeps in the court of play. Jalen Williams buries the triple. J-Will from the outside and a 9-point lead by the Thunder. 39-30. Timeout by the Spurs with 10:15 left to go in the second quarter at Oklahoma City. Off incredible ball movement, have found their way with a 3-ball off back-to-back possessions to stretch their lead to the largest one today. A 9-point advantage as we head to the timeout. Wow, that is incredible ball movement by Oklahoma City. Starting to find their groove. Cason Wallace, 7 points off the bench in 7 minutes. Jalen Williams with his first made 3 of the night. And now all of a sudden they've got 18 points spread around the bench. Spurs with 7. OKC starting to get things going and starting to shoot the ball very well. And if they keep it up, it's looking like an OKC victory. Based on the numbers, Oklahoma City 54% from the floor, 13 for 24. San Antonio just 10 for 25 at 40 points. Whereas Wemby tonight been a non-factor, just 4 points and 1 for 2 shooting, a -4 by Wemby. This is not a good sign at the moment for the Spurs. The Spurs, their 2 losses, they've shot 40% and 33% in the 2 games that they lost in the series. The 2 wins, they've shot 48%. And right now they're shooting above that at 54% so far. Bradley, welcome back in, bud. Luciano, thanks for joining back in. Hey, there you go, Jason. Absolute legend, man. Yeah, those shorts or something I started to post like the last couple months, like brand new as of late. Jason with another dodo. Let's get that dodo hype out the street for Jason, the legend. Yeah, really good balance right now all around by OKC. Chet with 8, 7 by SGA, 7 by Wallace, Caruso with 5, 4 by Hardenstein, and then 3 each by J. Will and Kenrich Williams. That ball is zipping for OKC. And finally started to settle down. They've had some turnover issues, and they finally started to settle down to begin the second quarter, and they're out to a 10-3 start in the second. Yeah, if OKC wins this series, the overall depth of OKC going to be a big reason why. They're over plus 100 bench points, outnumbering San Antonio in this entire series. Yeah, if the Spurs win this series, Victor Wembanyama going to be a major reason. Like, the two massive games he had, like legacy type of games, that game one with a 40 and 20 game, and then the 33-point game in game 4. He's going to have another game like that tonight. It just hasn't happened so far yet. Like, not even a part of the offense for Wemby. Only getting 2 shots up, barely touching the basketball, 4 points in 11 minutes. Yubo, welcome in, taking the Spurs tonight. 38 points in the first half of game 4 for the Thunder. Right now, they surpassed that with 39. Inside, the key runner missed off the back rim by McCain. Wemby is back in on the floor. So Wemby on the floor alongside Champagnie Castle, Harrison Barnes, and Dylan Harper. Barnes at the right wing takes on Jet, finds Wemby. Working on J. Will, top of the free throw circle. Wemby drives and Jalen Williams bumped into and fouled. And the clock will stop with 9:47. 2 shots coming up by Wemby. It's on Jalen Williams, number 6, his second personal foul. First free throw is good. Hey, what's good? Ice Ice Baby, welcome back in. Second free throw by Wemby. That is good. Cuts the deficit down to 7. Now they have to string together consecutive stops. SGA right now on the bench, an opportunity to see if they can go on the run for the Spurs. Caruso on the floor alongside Jared McCain, Chet Holmgren, Cason Wallace, and Jalen Williams right to the rack, scoring the layup for OKC as they extended up by 9. A good burst of speed right there off the dribble for Jared McCain to make the driving layup. Corner 3, Champagnie right back down to shoot. Buries the triple. Julian Champagnie having an excellent game, up to now 16 with his 4th made 3. Bounce pass down the middle, Wallace. As Jalen Williams' pass broke it up out of bounds, will stay Thunderball. Oh man, that would be insane. LeBron and Wemby teaming up together there. Yeah, a lot of people talking about how Cleveland is going to get LeBron, but I don't know. Based on what happened in the playoffs, LeBron might be better staying with Luka and then trying to add some pieces around that group. Caruso going backdoor, followed by Fox. So waiting 2 free throws in the line here for Caruso. Yeah, there was ESPN put out today that Cleveland is retaining Kenny Atkinson. So now I don't see that happening, that LeBron's going to Cleveland, because he advocated for JJ Redick to coach the Lakers. And I don't think there's any way he's going to be playing for Kenny Atkinson there, since they're keeping Kenny Atkinson. Yeah, that was put out there by ESPN this afternoon that the Cavs plan on keeping Kenny Atkinson for next season. Free throws good at the line for Caruso. Harrison Barnes on top, finds Wemby, open three, no good off the rim, short. Barnes in the key knockdown. And Caruso, the guilty party, picks up the personal foul. So this will be a side and inbound coming up for San Antonio. Yeah, neighbor's golden retriever doing well. He's sleeping over for like the next 8 days or so. My neighbor's on vacation currently. Inbound goes to Barnes. Barnes outside finds Castle. 6 in the timer. Castle, lob to Wemby, top of the free throw circle, guarded by J. Will, number 6. Wemby, jumper to elbow, deep 2, off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Caruso for the defensive rebound. They're forcing everything away from the rim for Wemby in this game. Wallace, push pass quarter. J. Will broke it up out of bounds off of Castle. Hey, what's good? Edit back of the stream. Welcome in. Jalen Williams, inbound goes to Caruso. Caruso working on Fox, spins inside to keep Caruso, elevates for the J, cut the bounce. Wow, that's a tough shot right there. OKC nailing their shots tonight. Stephon Castle, spin move inside the key, clobbered and fouled. 2 shots coming up in the line by Castle as he got obliterated by Jalen Williams. Oklahoma City is 15 for 27 shooting, 56%. I'm shocked with the number that they're shooting the ball, that they're not running away from it just yet. What's good, Chris, back on the stream. Welcome in from Montana. Thanks for joining in. Wow, yeah, I saw the Avs backs against the wall down to 0-3 against Vegas. Crazy. Vegas fired their head coach mid-season and about to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. Two shots here at the line for Castle. First one's good. Second free throw here by Castle. It is up. It is good. Got the bounce. Chet Holmgren on the floor alongside Case and Wallace. Jalen Williams, Caruso, and McCain. SGA right now on the bench. McCain dribbles up low block, floats it outside to Holmgren. Chet Holmgren working his way on Castle on top, off to Wallace, kick out corner three. Jalen Williams off the mark, tipped up to Castle for the defensive rebound. Castle, Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama on the floor with Vassell as well. And De'Aaron Fox, the fifth player on the floor. Castle at the elbow. Outside finds Fox. Open three. Tees it up. Off the mark, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Johnson had it slip away from his hands. McCain up the floor. Contested by Castle. Brick the three. Rebound goes to Vassell. Fox gliding, driving McCain, gets right past him, snaking his way to the rim, outside Vassell, push pass corner, baseline dribble, Keldon Johnson keeps himself in the corner play, and he scores up and in off the window. Able to squeeze through the gap of the baseline right past Chet, and it will be a defensive foul on Keldon Johnson quickly up the floor. Knocking out a player for the Thunder down, and Shea will check back in. Yeah, that's a tough call going against Keldon Johnson. He's just backpedaling. Jalen Williams ran right into him, and Jalen Williams got the benefit of the call. Inbound goes to Jay Will. Hand off to Shea. Towards his left off the dribble. 7 minutes left to go before halftime. SGA, defended by Johnson, drives on him at the elbow, pushes off, deep two jumper. Shea bricked it, tipped out to Holmgren. Holmgren drives. Holmgren blocked by Wemby. Here goes the Spurs running the floor. Castle stripped, got it back though in the corner. Outside Vassell takes the three. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, Castle. Lob trying to find Wemby, held up and fouled. And free throws in the bonus coming up for Wemby. Wemby's main goal not only is to get to the finals, but also to humiliate Chet Holmgren in this series. Victor Wembanyama stuffed Chet Holmgren just a moment ago for the first time tonight. The first block of the game by Wemby. Yeah, Wemby's taking it personally against Chet. Both of them matched up against one another when they were 19 in the U19 FIBA World Cup Championships, and France lost to the USA by 2, where Wemby carried France. Chet had a loaded team for the USA, and Wemby with that 2-point loss still hasn't forgot that to this day in the FIBA World Cup representing your country. Yeah, that's when there's the most intense basketball being played, in my opinion, is like Olympic games, FIBA games, because you're playing for much more than just a championship with like a gold medal for the Olympics. You're playing for your country, for everybody to see, all the nations out there representing your country. Free throws good at the line by Wemby. He's up to 8 now. The Spurs pick up a foul. Dylan Harper picks up the quick personal foul. From India, welcome in from India for Ashish on the stream. Inbound goes to SGA. Shea, defended by Castle at the top. Shea spins on Castle. Free throw circle, lost it, turned it over. Castle with a steal. Castle, numbers up the floor, held on to and fouled. Free throws coming up at the line for San Antonio. Stephon Castle, the energy type of player. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander tonight having some issues coughing up the basketball. 4th turnover by the MVP tonight. Ice Ice Baby with a membership. Let's get that member hype out for Jason on the channel. Jason got the membership from Ice Ice Baby, a legend on the stream. Free throws at the line for San Antonio, and Wemby buries the free throw. Shea got called in a transition take foul, so that led to a technical foul, so just one free throw. And now Castle got the inbounds. Harper in the corner. Johnson attacks the paint. Johnson, get in the way right there with a push-off. Get out of my way. Chet Holmgren right to the rack as he attacks it and dunks it. Keldon Johnson bringing the energy. Chet Holmgren outmanned physically right now in this game. 45-44, get your big boy pants on. The big thick boys taking it to the rim over the big slender tall boy right now in the game. Damn. Keldon Johnson with a fire underneath his belly as they have brought this game 1-1. At one point, it was a 10-point lead by the Thunder, and now it's a 1-point game. All of a sudden, the physicality started to take another notch up for San Antonio. And Chet Holmgren is now a -4 on the floor for the Thunder. So he is the third worst minus on his team behind Lou Dort, who's a -11. Jared McCain's a -7. And Chet is now a -4. After that, +12 off the bench for the top plus guys with Caruso and Cason Wallace. Those two guys really want it tonight. SGA is a -3, tossing up bricks for the MVP. 1 for 6 tonight by SGA. Spurs, Devin Vassell, +8 tonight. Wemby's up to a +4 now. +4 off the bench by Keldon Johnson, who just dunked it. Stephon Castle, he's got 2 steals. +4 for him tonight. And all of a sudden, Oklahoma City coughing up the basketball. They've got 8 turnovers right now in this game. And just turned it over to Castle, leading to that transition free throw by Wemby before the inbound and then the dunk by Keldon Johnson. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If Victor Wembanyama can take over in the second half, the Spurs are going to win this game. 9 points by Wemby, only 1 made field goal, only 3 shot attempts. He is a perfect 7 for 7 tonight at the free throw line. Yeah, I am concerned about the Thunder with 2 key players missing tonight, J-Dub and AJ Mitchell. Both of those guys responsible for 32 points per game on average that they're missing tonight. So they're missing their number 2 and number 4 scorers throughout the playoffs. Like, Wemby just needs opportunities to take over. He's only had 3 shot opportunities tonight in this game. Right now, a little bit of foul trouble for Isaiah Hardenstein with 2 personal fouls. Jalen Williams, number 6, and a little bit of foul trouble as well with 2 personal fouls. And Wemby's got 1 foul tonight. Victor Wembanyama averaging 30 and 13 in this series. Wemby averaging 30 and 13 for points and rebounds. Chet Holmgren's averaging 11 and 6 for points and rebounds in the series. We come back to action. Thunder on a 2-minute plus scoring drought. That stops right there. SGA able to pull up and bury the jumper. Bounced in at the baseline. 3-point advantage for OKC. SGA with just 9 tonight on 2 for 7 shooting. Castle towards his right. Lobs it off to the baseline. Keldon Johnson on the floor alongside Harper, Castle, Vassell, and Wemby. Johnson, cross-court Harper, ball with it. Harper with a bad turnover. In and out of his hands, juggled it out of bounds. That's a costly possession there for San Antonio. Cannot have that happen, resulting in turnover number 7. Or turnover number 8 tonight. Both teams with 8 turnovers. In the backcourt, Castle with a gamble picks up the reach and foul. And he's shaking his head. Shea went backwards off the inbound and fell in the backcourt. Wow. While Shea, his momentum just took him backwards in the backcourt for him. Well, that's a lucky call for Shea and OKC going against Stephon Castle. So in the bonus now for OKC, first free throw is good by Shea. SGA with 10. Wemby with 9. Free throw number 2 is good. SGA with 11. Pepe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, pretty nice day outside today. It was like low 80s and sunny outside. So it's supposed to be nice. I think the first half of tomorrow is supposed to be nice. Stephon Castle, top of the key, working on Shea 101. Dribbles up a jumper, 18-footer straight away. Buries it. Wide open, just OKC decides to play drop coverage and just too much space offered to Castle. Castle with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists tonight. Shea, a jumper, deep 2, off the back rim, no good. A rebound, secure by Vassell. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Devin Vassell on the outside, shovels off to Wemby. Into the hands to Castle. Screen set by Wemby. Castle. Bounce pass down low. Harper collects it. Harper goes up. Harper strip finds Wemby. Wemby down low off the back rim. No good. A rebound hauled in by Kenrich Williams. Physical down there for OKC's defense. Got a couple big, thick bodies that's contesting Wemby. A couple inches shorter than Wembanyama. 3-point shots good for the perimeter by the Thunder. That is good by Lou Dort from the outside. Really needed him to step up, and he got a 3. Right there, jumper, 15-footer. Vassell left it short. Battle for the rebound. Scrapping for Keldon Johnson. In on the tie-up. Jump ball tie-up between the Spurs and Thunder. Got a jump ball here coming up in the free throw circle. Keldon Johnson scrapping for that loose ball. Harper was in as well. It's going to be Johnson, I think. Yeah, Johnson should be getting that jump ball tie-up with Lou Dort. Really physical right now for this game. This game's ultra physical. They're going to give it to Harper. So jump ball will be given to Harper instead of Keldon Johnson. And Lou Dort will go in on the jump ball alongside Harper. Lou Cornett checks in to the game as Wemby and Keldon Johnson will take a seat on the bench. So Lou Dort will jump this ball up with Dylan Harper. Lou Dort trying to jump early. Lou Dort tips it up to SGA in the backcourt. Thunder win the jump ball. Pass midcourt with OKC. SGA driving on Fox. Fall away low block. SGA drills the 2. 8-point advantage here for OKC. Fox slides it off to Harper. Tees up the 3. And Dylan Harper right down the chute. Cans the triple. Big time shot right there for Harper. I'm going to go with San Antonio tonight in this game. Wemby has not played well so far. There to go with a steal. Collected up the floor as Vassell had the steal. Finds Champagny in the corner. Baseline drive. Champagny to the rack. No good off the glass. Ripped away off. It's a rebound. Got blocked going up by Jet. Got it back though with Champagny. Cornett into the hands of Fox. Push past quarter. Broke it up on the bounce off of Wallace. And it will stay Spurs ball. Yeah, Wemby really hasn't had much of an impact tonight. Despite that, they're only down by 5. Just 9 points on 1 for 4 shooting tonight. Inbound goes to Fox. De'Aaron Fox, 5 at the timer. Spin move, jumper, deep 2 off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Cornett scrapping, couldn't come away with it. He hit the deck. They got numbers of 5 and 4. Cornett down to the opposite side. Lou Dort drives to the paint. Jumper, step back, deep 2, no good. Offensive rebound. Chet goes up. Chet couldn't finish. Chet got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Chet Holmgren. It's on Champagny who picked up the personal. Chet Holmgren, first free throw good. Wow, out on the Paul, Tim Burrow, welcome in. Julian Champagny saving the Spurs team tonight. 16 points on 4 made threes in the first half. Wemby has 9, which has been a well-off game for him so far. Only with 4 shot attempts, 1 for 4. Castle with 8. 5 each by Carter Bryant, Dylan Harper. Second free throw good by Chet. Chet Holmgren working his way up to a double-figure game, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Fox slides it off to Castle. 2:45 left to go before halftime. Castle defended by Wemby, defended by SGA, top of the key. Champagny inside, outside corner, 3 of Vassell, no good. And outside of Champagny, they're really struggling to make their threes outside of Champagny tonight. 4 out of the 7 made threes going for Julian Champagny for the Spurs. Jalen Williams finds Caruso. Wallace and Caruso having an excellent night off the bench. Chet drives on Cordet, gets past them to the rim, scores the layup. And Chet Holmgren ain't fearing that matchup going up against Luke Cordet as Victor Wembanyama heads back to the scorer's table. We'll check in during the next whistle. Offensive foul charge to San Antonio. 9-point lead by OKC. Champagny, an illegal screen as Wembanyama will head back into the game to replace Luke Cornet. Luke Cornet -8 on the floor currently. Tough night tonight for Luke Cornet. And Julian Champagny, who's the top scorer for San Antonio, just picked up his 3rd personal foul. Spurs are challenging this offensive foul call on Champagny. 58-49, 2:04 left to go. Gonna head to a timeout. Challenge here for San Antonio. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good challenge. That looked like a tough screen that he set up that knocked down a Thunder defender up the floor. Right, so just awaiting this challenge call on the floor. San Antonio challenged the offensive foul, charged to Julian Champagny off an illegal screen. Seems like Tony Brothers is assigned like every single game in the playoffs when it comes down to like the NBA playoffs and the conference finals and NBA finals. Spurs lose the challenge. Or check that. Beg my pardon. I don't think so. I think they're gonna win it. Yeah. Yeah, Spurs. They win this challenge. Yeah, they did. They won the challenge. So Spurs won the challenge. They retain their timeouts. And the call has been overturned. Okay, so Spurs actually won the challenge there. So beg my pardon about that. I think I looked over on the ESPN box start a timeout to see what happened on that challenge. I think they had it wrong first, and then they updated it to the correct call. So Spurs did win the challenge there. So call has been overturned. Yeah, they got a flop call for a reason by OKC, flopping off the illegal screen. Champagny able to make the free throw. That's huge. In the bonus now for San Antonio. Second free throw missed by Champagny. McCain collected the defensive rebound. McCain, Caruso, Hardenstein, SGA, and Wallace, the 5 of the court for OKC. 8-point game. Under 2 minutes left to go before half. SGA dribbles up to the elbow, takes on Castle. Cross court connects with Caruso. Takes the jumper and buries it from the outside. 61-50, largest lead of the night for OKC. Caruso with 12, his second made three of the game, and attacking the rim is Castle drawing the foul. Two more free throws coming up at the line for San Antonio. Key to watch in this game has been the foul trouble for OKC. Got some problems right now with some players in foul trouble. Cason Wallace picks up the personal. That's now his second. So two fouls spread between 5 different players for the Thunder. First shot is good by Castle. Hardenstein, Holmgren, SGA, Williams, that's Jalen Williams, and Cason Wallace, each with 2 fouls. San Antonio foul trouble. 2 personal fouls by a trio, Champagnie, Johnson, and Bryant. Second free throw is good. Cuts it down to 9. Spurs shooting the ball well tonight at the free throw line. 15 for 17. Castle with 10. The Thunder perfect. 14 for 14 tonight. Caruso going to the rim, stripped and fouled, and they're in a bonus. That's on Vassell, who picks up the foul. Bench been a huge impact tonight for OKC once again. Caruso a plus 16 with 12. Cason Wallace plus 21 with 7 points. First free throw by Caruso is good. Right now, bench points, major factor for OKC, 26-14. Second free throw is good. So Caruso makes them both. And Caruso up to 14 right now in the game. Fox drives, kick out, corner, 3, Castle. Off the back rim, tipped up from Champagnie to Fox. Over the back, violation. It's on Champagnie. So he knocks down SGA. So both teams over the limit, both teams in the bonus, and walking down to the Thunder side of the floor as Julian Champagnie shoved SGA, going over the back, pushed them down to the deck. That's now the third foul tonight by Champagnie. So we had one rescinded from him off an offensive foul that they challenged, and the Spurs won the challenge, and then a couple minutes later, he got that third foul added to him. First shot's good by Shea. Yeah, outside Champagnie, the Spurs not hitting the 3-ball well tonight. 7 for 20 as the team just 35% from 3. I mean, that's not bad, but outside Champagnie is when they've really had some major issues tonight. Right now, trailing by their largest deficit, down by 13. Thunder are perfect. 18 for 18 at the free throw line. Keldon Johnson. Minute 10 left to go before halftime. Into the hands to Wemby. Wemby working on Shea. Switch guarded by Hardenstein. Lob down low. Broke it up. Johnson had it. Knocked out of bounds off the Thunder. Defense just scrapping for all these possessions here for OKC. Inbound pull-up jumper from deep. Wemby off the back rim, no good. And a loose ball foul charged to the Thunder. Free throws coming up for San Antonio away from the basketball. Personal foul is picked up. San Antonio outside of Champagnie, they're shooting 3 for 24, or 3 for 14. 3 for 14 right now from 3. If you take an account and wipe away Champagnie's 4 for 7 shooting from 3. They're shooting under 22% from 3 tonight. First shot is good at the line for the Spurs. Game 1, Wemby had 14 in the first half. Game 2, he had 22. Tonight, underwhelming with 9. He had 7 at halftime at Game 2. He had 10 at halftime in Game 3, and both of those resulted in a loss. Castle makes both of the free throws. Final minute left to go before halftime. SGA working on Castle. SGA at the wing. Castle picks up the reach and foul. SGA has free throws. Wow, this is just all over the place tonight. This is a shame that this game got to be like this. In the first 6 minutes tonight, there was just one foul committed in the entire game. And right now, this second quarter has just been a total tragedy in fouls that's being called. Like, this second quarter's littered with fouls and free throws. First one is good by Shea. They have yet to miss a free throw tonight at all. OKC perfect 20 for 20 at the free throw line. San Antonio pretty darn good as well. 17 for 19 as a team tonight, the line. Second free throw is good by Shea. 17 points, perfect. 10 for 10 on free throws for Shea. Fox has it at the top. Dribbles up, drives, a low block outside Johnson. Johnson spins inside, runner bounces in. Cuts the deficit down to 11. Shea takes it past the midcourt logo. Shea drives on Castle, elevates for the J, knocks it down, it's good for 2. Once again, a 13-point lead. SGA getting to his spot there. Ten seconds left to go. Edge of the midcourt logo for De'Aaron Fox. Fox dribbles up. Fox drives. Lob for Wemby. Got it. Able to set it through into the netting. Good for 2. Final seconds left to go. 11-point lead for OKC. A drive, a kick, a corner, 3, no good. Missed by McCain at the buzzer. 69% for Oklahoma City. When OKC shoots 48% or greater in this series, they are perfect 2-0. And right now, they're 53% shooting from the floor. 21 for 40, having one heck of an offensive performance tonight. 53% shooting, 7 for 14 from 3 at 50% even, and they are perfect 20 for 20 at the free throw line. San Antonio limited to just 39%. Only 7 for 21 from 3. And when you take away Julian Champagnie out of the equation, they are just 3 for 14 as a team from 3, under 22% from 3 without Champagnie, who is saving them with 4 made threes tonight. 11-point game. For some reason, it does seem like a lot closer than 11, but right now, Thunder lead by 11 at the half. This game is on NBC and Peacock if you're from the US. Yeah, if you're trying to watch the game internationally, hit me up in the chat. I can do like a simple like AI Google search and see if the game is airing in TV in your area if you're from an international country. So just let me know if what country you're from and if you're trying to watch the game, and I'll send you in the right direction if you get that channel over there internationally. But yeah, if you're from the US, it's on NBC/Peacock tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. Thunder +5 in the glass, 23-18. Thunder with some turnover issues. Both teams turning it over quite a bit. 9 turnovers by OKC, 8 by San Antonio going into half. San Antonio key off the fast break tonight. This helped them out 10-2. But got to see a lot more out of Wemby. Just not really playing a role in the offense tonight. Got to get him involved in these possessions. And big ups to the Thunder defensively, because they're taking Wemby out of the game, away from the rim, forcing Wemby to pull up for deep jumpers. Been an incredibly physical game so far tonight. And Wemby has scored 7 out of his 11 points tonight at the free throw line. He's only made 2 field goals on just 2 for 6 shooting tonight. Like, he needs a bunch more than just 6 shot attempts so far in this game for him. And a lot of the shot attempts haven't even been close to the rim. The only 2 buckets he got was with alley-oops for Wemby. Castle with 12. Champagnie saving The Spurs, 17 points, 6 for 11, 4 for 7 from 3, is in quite a bit of foul trouble, though, with 3 personal fouls. And the difference maker in this series has been bench points. 16 bench points by the Spurs. 6 by Keldon Johnson, 5 each by Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant. Whereas Oklahoma City getting their bench rocking tonight. 27 to 16 bench points for OKC. Caruso has 14. Cason Wallace with 7. Kenrich Williams, Jalen Williams each with 3. SGA leading the way with 19. He's got 10 free throw attempts, bearing all of them, and Chet with 12. Yeah, really good international reach tonight on the stream. Got a lot of Nepal out on the channel. Nepal and India we've got. Tons of Philippines out on the stream. Yeah, a lot of great people come in from the Philippines, which is awesome. Yeah, World Cup starting up in a couple weeks from now. Going to be crazy over here in the U.S. Yeah, where I'm from, Gillette Stadium's like a half an hour north of me, and the whole like transit system in Mass, it's just going to get like overcrowded and flooded. It's going to be crazy. Like the hotel prices are like $700, $800, 1,000 plus per night, near the stadium. Wow, Colorado Avalanche in the NHL in danger of getting swept. 1-0 Vegas Golden Knights. Avalanche had the most points out of any team this year, the NHL, with 121. Just, wow, so strange. Vegas Golden Knights came, I'm looking at the divisions here. Pacific Division, they were the top team out of that division, but points were all like they had 95 points going into the playoffs for them. Avalanche had 121. Hey, welcome in from Barbados. Thanks for joining in. Siegel back in. He's happy that Thunder are up right now at half. And that was a choppy second quarter. Just seemed like there were free throws every like 10, 15 seconds in game time. Yeah, he's a good boy. Mr. Top's doing pretty well today. I'll see if I can get him for you, Siegel, at halftime. So stay tuned, Siegel. Gonna get Mr. Tops here in just a moment. We'll be back in a couple moments with Mr. Tops. All right, we got a dono here from Jason. Appreciate it, brother, with a dono to the Mr. Tops funds. Mr. Tops got his lettuce funds. There you go, buddy. What do you think, buddy? 69.58. Mr. Tops is content that Joe Mazzulla was named the Coach of the Year. He says hopefully next year, better things will happen. Mr. Tops looking slow. Hopefully we don't need to add you to the injury report for this series. Mr. Tops, slow, out for the game. What do you think, buddy? Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, it looks like Mr. Tops is very focused today. Very, very focused. Yeah, right now Wemby at halftime has just 9. It's been a he's got 11. Yeah, it's been a really physical game tonight. It's probably going to be under, in my honest opinion. A lot of it's been like free throws, too, for him. I'm going to put back Mr. Tops. We'll be back in a couple moments. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Giannis in the offseason. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype on the street for Siegel, absolute legend on the channel. So I saw that there was a trade rumor at the deadline that the Milwaukee Bucks inquired about Evan Mobley. They wanted to trade Giannis for Evan Mobley, and the Cavs refused. Like, that looks terrible on the Cavs. Like, Evan Mobley went from Defensive Player of the Year last year to not even being an All-NBA defensive team selection this year. Like, he completely crumbled downwards in this playoffs. And he's making just so much money that the contract looks terrible right now. Rizalde, welcome in. Liking the Thunder to win today. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Thunder or Spurs. Yeah, right now, Wemby, he has 11. He's going to have to go off in the second half, but he's barely been a part of the offense. I'm not sure if he can get to 26, though, tonight. In the 2 losses, he hasn't played well offensively, and in the 2 victories, he's gone off for 30 plus. Like, a lot of the highlights that they have in my queue are all like Spurs highlights so far in his first half for the losing team, because they're the ones that's putting together like the slam dunks and the alley-oops and stuff. The Thunder, perfect at the free throw line. They've generated 20 out of 69 points coming from the free throw line tonight. Field goal attempt leader, Champagny with 11, Fox with 8 attempts, Wemby just with 6. That needs to change in half number 2. We get back to action. Third quarter is starting right now. Thunder right to left in the floor with the opening possession. SGA on the court alongside McCain, Jet, Hardenstein, and Lou Dort. SGA, top of the key, slides it off to Chet, up fake, blows right past Vasil into the hands to SGA. Lob for Chet off his fingertips, lost it, got a back baseline dribble going up, right past Wemby, dunked it, but it will not count. It's a shot clock violation. Chet Holmgren a tad too late, and it goes right back to the Spurs. Chet going up, contested by Wemby. Wemby got a piece of the ball, and then Chet got right past him, but with 0.0, Chet had yet to make it to the rim. He was 0.2 seconds off from that counting. Wemby at the elbow. Working on Hardenstein with a right hand off the glass. No good. It tapped up in the air. Chet collects the defensive rebound. Tough defense by Oklahoma City there with Hardenstein locking down Wemby on that opening possession. Baseline dribble McCain. The circles around, back out to the wing. Lou Dort, rainbow 3 off the mark, no good. A rebound collected by Champagny. Down by 11, first minute through in the third quarter. De'Aaron Fox inside the paint, puts up the shot. Tough miss off the glass. Rebound goes over to Hardenstein. Defense locked in for Oklahoma City. Blocked off the glass by Wemby. Got it back a second time. Put back is good by Lou Dort. Only 37% shooting tonight for the Spurs. Baseline dribble, Keldon Johnson, offensive foul, an illegal screen set by Champagny. That's his 4th personal. That's a gigantic killer. The top scorer in a team with 16 just picked up his 4th personal foul, sending Lou Dort right down to the deck. Champagny will stay in the game with 4 fouls. Risky right now that Champagny is playing with 4. McCain inside, flung downwards by Fox. He got it a drop, and an and one coming up with a free throw line by Jared McCain. Damn. De'Aaron Fox, what are you doing, bro? Holding on to Jared McCain as he gets right past you. And then just sends him right down to the deck. Score it with an and one. Free throw is off the mark. That's the first missed free throw tonight. 20 for 21 now as a team for OKC. Wemby, bounce pass off the Castle. Castle finds Wemby. At the top, takes the hard and shine. Dribbles up. Inside the key for Wemby. Wemby with a left hand. Kick out. Corner. Out to Champagny. Champagny attacks off the glass. No good. Defense. Ramp it up right out for the Thunder. Take it over with their physicality. It's all OKC. Lou Dort. Hand off to SGA. San Antonio all on the source. Step back three. Money from the top of the key. It's buried by Shea. Largest lead of the game, up by 18 for Oklahoma City. Timeout on the floor taken by San Antonio. 76-58. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, a major step back triple. He's got 22 tonight in 21 minutes. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Thunder right now look like they're about to run away with this game. 7-zip run to start off the third. The defense is like on another level. Holy smokes. Wemby's getting locked up around the middle of the key. Isaiah Hardenstein just a big boy, thick body, 6'11", 270. Making Victor Wembanyama work for every single step, every single dribble that he takes closer to the rim tonight. Just a physical force. Just expanding all his energy defensively to lock down Wembanyama tonight. This Oklahoma City defense has just put San Antonio into the torture chamber and has locked them up now for 26 plus minutes. 53% shooting by OKC, and San Antonio down to only 36% tonight. Man, this is impressive what the Thunder are doing. Thunder just flat out controlling this game. And it translates to wins. Every single time they shoot the ball 48% or greater in this series, it is translated to a win. And then once they're down to 40% lower, it's resulted in a loss. (14-5) overall this season, plus the playoffs for Oklahoma City when they're coming off a loss. San Antonio trying to get their team right back into it. Victor Wembanyama, emotional right now in the huddle, trying to get his team right back in this ball game. Down by 18, their largest deficit tonight. -11 for Wemby, which is just unheard of. He was a +50 in the first 4 games of the series. We get back to action. Spurs with possession. Castle dribbles up, drives inside the key. Dish out corner, Champagny. Keeps it alive, Vassell. Push pass on top. Fox. Yeah, that's equivalent to the James Harden Big U turnover. Chucked it right to the bench seats. It's a turnover. That was right to the Thunder bench. OKC with possession. McCain on top, shovels off to Hardenstein. Handoff, SGA. Jumper, baseline. Buries it. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the deep 2 jumper. 9-zip run to start off the third quarter for the Thunder. Castle drives on Chet inside the key, scores the layup. Cuts the deficit back down to 18. McCain with possession. Sends it off to Hardenstein on top. Into the hands to McCain. Step back jumper. Deep 2. Got one to drop. Everybody's surging upwards right now at home for the Thunder. Jared McCain knocking out the baseline. Jay Castle, lob, Wemby going up, score in the foul. That was an awkward bucket there for Wembanyama. Got it to drop somehow, some way. So and one coming up with a free throw line by Wemby. Got pushed from behind by Shea. Wemby able to tap it in, rolling to the hoop with his offhand with the left hand, able to tip it in, plus the foul. Yeah, I did not think I see the Spurs getting beat down like this tonight without AJ Mitchell, without J-Dub for the Thunder. Wow. Just simply a masterpiece performance defensively tonight by OKC. Free throws good by Wemby. He's got 14 now. McCain at the wing, sends it on top. Hardenstein, lob, Chet. Chet snatches it. Chet down low, stripped it to bounds, it off the Spurs and out. Gonna stay. Thunderball 11 on the timer. Inbound goes to Hardenstein. Handoff, jumper, step back, deep to McCain. Heating up right now this game. Jared McCain off the bench with 8. Castle, mid-range, no good. Tapped in. Score it. And the foul again. As they will get the bucket to go. Plus the and one for Wemby. Wemby able to poke it in. Thunder thought it was basket interference offensively there. And now 82-65. I think they're looking at this a little bit further on the monitor to see if there's going to be any change. Oh, they're gonna say no and one. No and one. Okay, so goaltend violation is now the final call. Goaltend violation charged to Lou Dort. Yeah, he touched the bottom part of the net during the process too, as Wemby got the tip in. Jumpers, good from 3. Jared McCain sizzling right now as he's red hot in the third quarter. 11 in the game for McCain, taking over in Q3. Champagny dribbles, drives downhill to the cup, score off the glass, plus the foul. And one coming up by Champagny, guarded by Holmgren, who picked up the personal. Yeah, he needs to go to a non-contender for James Harden. Jared McCain. Big time off the bench. Or big time tonight. Got the start, actually. So did not come off the bench tonight for McCain. Got the start in this game. His first career start in the playoffs. I believe so. Just going to double check on that. Free throw is good. Still a long way left to go for San Antonio. Yeah, McCain started 2 games in the regular season. He started 11 games in the regular season in his 3-year career, playing for Philly 2 seasons and then got traded at the trade deadline to OKC this year. Down low with Chet. Castle picks up the loose ball foul. Yeah, this is first ever career playoff start tonight for McCain. Inbound goes to SGA. 7:40 left to go. Skip pass, corner, up fake, Holmgren. Holmgren working on Vassell. Towards his right, poke loose, and Vassell, great job to keep it out of the corner play, records the steal. Harper, dish off to Johnson, attacks the paint, gut it up and gut it through. It's good for two. 15-point game. San Antonio still scrapping, still battling, ain't giving up just yet. SGA with possession. Still a lot of game left to go. Keldon Johnson hounding SGA. Jumper, 15-footer straight away. Missed off the mark. Wemby with a rebound. Loose ball foul underneath, though. Charge to San Antonio. We've seen just a whole energy build right now for the Spurs, finally. So San Antonio starting to realize, hey, we're down by 15 points. We're going to start to bring it. And they're starting to do that after going through the motions in the first 2 quarters plus of action, especially in this early third. Holmgren tees up the three from deep. It's an air ball. It goes out of bounds. Wow. If this is a choke by OKC, oh boy. Wembanyama dribbles, drives, head full of steam, kick out, corner three, Johnson. Oh, he got it. Keldon Johnson, bang, a bang, rips down the three. If you're OKC, you gotta take a timeout right there. What are you doing right now? This is an 8-zip run. There's a total momentum swing in this game. Chet receives the lob. Chet at the summit, right past Wemby, scores the two. Humongous bucket by Chet Holmgren over Victor Wembanyama. I thought for sure that Chet was going to get denied at the rim by Wemby. Once again, Castle outside to the wing. Harper on the three, missed off the back rim. Johnson secures the offensive rebound. Castle steps into a three. Stephon Castle, laser beam, got it down from the perimeter. 11-2 run by San Antonio. Chet Holmgren feeling the bodies. Chet Holmgren gets knocked down and fouled. Bodies going down, hitting the deck as Chet went down. It's on Keldon Johnson, who shoved Chet to the hardwood, who picks up the personal. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. That's insane. Chet Holmgren was blocked by Wemby, but it went off the block, off the backboard, and in to the nets. They just showed that replay. So Chet did get blocked by Wemby, but it went off the block and in off the glass into the net. J-Dub, runner, no good. Wemby came away with the basketball. Here goes the Spurs, pushing tempo. Castle, up the floor, fires a bullet. Right corner Vassell, on a three, buries it for the perimeter. Where is the timeout by OKC? They finally burned one. That should have been done a long time ago. 8-zip run at one point has now transitioned to an 8-point game. 87-79 with 5:39 left to go in the third. And here come the Spurs all of a sudden, a rejuvenated squad, to get themselves right back in this contest as we head to the timeout. Holy smokes, here we go. San Antonio roll right back with the punches. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Victor Wembanyama, 14 right now in this game. Champagne's got 20, 19 by Castle. Castle bringing the energy. Keldon Johnson off the bench. He is a plus 10 with 11 in 10 minutes tonight, scoring. OKC led by SGA, 24 for SGA. Perfect 10 for 10 at the free throw line. 14 by Caruso off the bench. 14 by Chet. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win tonight. Type it in, Spurs or Thunder. What a game. This ain't over till it's over tonight. Absolutely resilient by San Antonio to get themselves back in this ballgame. 20-point lead is dropped down to 8. Still with a lot of time left to go. It was a 7-zip start for the Thunder to begin this quarter. Now the Thunder have outscored the Spurs are outscored the Thunder 21-18 in the third quarter. After the Thunder went on a 7-zip start, part of a 21-11 run by San Antonio. I'm still holding put with the Spurs tonight to win this game. It looked like a rejuvenated squad out there on the floor. Some big time energy building plays that they're doing right now. 87-79. Still a lot of game left to go tonight. Just waiting to get back to action in just a moment. Here we go as we get back to action. Thunder started in a 16-7 run. The Spurs currently in a 14-2 run. Thunder with possession. Hardenstein on the floor alongside SGA, Caruso, Cason Wallace, and Jared McCain. SGA kick out, corner three. Caruso around the rim and out, tipped up as the rebound got hauled in by Hardenstein. Caruso circles back out to the perimeter. Wallace, Caruso into the hands to SGA. 8 in the timer. Shea moves on top. Caruso tees up the three over Wemby. Drills the triple. Late on the closeout for Wembanyama. The vertical did not phase Alex Caruso. A double-digit lead again for OKC. Castle into the corner finds Harper. Dribbles behind his back off the baseline drive. Harper, dish out, corner. Johnson, Vassell launches the jumper left short. Offensive rebound goes back to Vassell, who missed it. Wemby on top. Into the hands to Castle. 4:40 left to go in the third quarter. Castle finds Wemby. Pops up for a three. Wemby halfway down, no good. Ripped away off the glass by Hardenstein. The Thunder with the basketball. Caruso slows down tempo. Into the hands to Hardenstein. Flings it behind his back. Sets up Caruso. Pop it up for a three. Missed off the mark. Rebound. Back it goes to the Spurs. Racing up the floor with Dylan Harper. Finds Wembanyama. Wemby takes in the mismatch. Working on Wallace. Into the corner. Into the hands to Keldon Johnson. Johnson turns the corner. Drives. Stumbled off the dribble. Got fouled. Tripped up. If that's on Hardenstein, that'll be his third. Yep, that's on Hardenstein. That's his third personal. Hardenstein stays on the floor with 3 personal fouls. Needs another one to target Hardenstein, and then it really opens up the game. Luke Cornett on the floor right now for Wemby. Turnaround jumper. De'Aaron Fox buries it. Cuts the deficit down to 9. Right now, Wemby and the bench needing major minutes. They got to get out of Luke Cornett. Shea drives in Cornett. Dump off. Hardenstein, runner off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound back to Hardenstein. On the top, Kenrich Williams buries the 3. Major response there for OKC. 12-point lead. Spurs with possession. Keldon Johnson into the hands to Fox. Fox towards his left off the dribble. Gets the way to Johnson. Straight line dribble drive penetration. Johnson's lob. Couldn't get it. Called into travel. Came back into his very own hands. Off the lob pass. Was not on the same page with Luke Cornett. Turnover San Antonio. What a game tonight. Thunder with possession. With Wembanyama on the bench, this is where the Thunder start to go off, increase their lead. Shea at the wing, defended by Harper. Shea 10 in the timer. Shea backs his way off the pivots, off the fingertips, not on the same page of Hardenstein. It's a turnover. Sailed out of bounds. Opens up the door for San Antonio. 12 turnovers now for OKC. Spurs with 11. Harper, hairball to 3. Back it goes to Hardenstein and OKC. Stay tonight with 24. Skip pass, corner off to Wallace. Outside finds Shea. 24 points in 28 minutes by Shea on 6 for 13 shooting. Shea, a fall away. It's going to be statted as a... It's not going to be in the stat book. It was a lob for Hardenstein. Broke it up out of bounds. So it was a fall away pass off a jump shot motion. But Hardenstein was right there. So that would not go down as a shot. Chet Holmgren back on the floor for OKC. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Thunder. And Caruso is back on the bench. Inbound goes to Hardenstein. He works his way on Cornette. Top of the key, SGA. Rises for the jumper. Deep two off the back rim, no good. Fox controls the defensive rebound. Fox on the floor alongside Cornette, Champagnie. Harper and Vassell. Jumpers good by De'Aaron Fox. Cuts the deficit down to 10. Wemby right now on the bench. He is needing his team to make a cut into this deficit. Shea backs his way in Harper. Shea, dish off to the low block. Runner, good. Little bunny jumping up right there. Off the runner by Hardenstein. 6 points now for Hardenstein. Vassell knocks it down, got it, and one. Coming up at the free throw line. Off the triple made, plus the foul. 4-point play incoming for Devin Vassell as Kendrick Williams knocks him down on the closeout. Hardenstein on the bench. Free throws off the mark. J-Dub controls the Jalen Williams, number 6, controls the defensive rebound. J-Dub's out tonight in this game, and Castle picks up the foul at midcourt, knocking down Shea. Stephon Castle has to be careful. That's number 4 for him for personal fouls tonight. Some deep foul trouble going on in this game. Champagnie and Castle each with 4 fouls, and they are the number 1 and 2 scores tonight on San Antonio. 20 points by Champagnie, Castle with 19. Nobody with 4 personal fouls for OKC. 3 fouls each by Chet, Hardenstein, and SGA. And this is going to send SGA into the bonus. He is perfect tonight, 10 for 10 at the free throw line. So right now, Shea with 24 points. Able to get him to drop at the free throw line. Splitting the free throws there. Second one was good. 25 by Shea, 96-86. Inside, Champagnie scores over Holmgren off glass. 22 now by the team leader, Julian Champagnie. Shea at the top, bounce pass, broke it up out of bounds off Champagnie. What a game tonight. Minute 25 left to go in the third quarter. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back for game number 6 on Thursday night. Same 2 teams for game 6 of the series, switching back to San Antonio. Shea attacks the paint, no good, and knocked down. They got the foul call. 2 shots coming up with a free throw line by Shea. Driving on Cornette. Yeah, Cornette got him right in the face, so that was clearly a shooting foul there. Dade, welcome in. First free throw is good by Shea. Wembanyama right now on the bench. Free throw is good. SGA working his way up to 27 tonight on the floor, 13 for 14 at the line. Spurs with possession. Fox around the outside. Defended by Chet, approaching the final minute left to go in the third quarter. Fox drives on Chet inside the key with the left hand. Scoop no good off the mark. Looking for the goaltend. Couldn't get one. Cornette signaling goaltend. Spurs missed the three. Huge collision. And that's going to be a foul charge to Luke Cornette. Luke Cornette signaling challenge. What in the world was that, referees? Oh, that was over the cylinder, cleared by the Thunder. That's a clear goaltend. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable. That call cannot happen. That's an absolute joke by this referee and crew to let that call go. That is a joke. Free throws are bricked by Jalen Williams. Wemby is back in on the floor. Cody Brothers, James Capers, Sean Wright, J.B. DeRosa. You should be ashamed of yourselves on that call right there on the non-goaltend. Wemby drives, Wemby attacks, Wemby had players just bounce it off his body and he dribbled it off his shoe out of bounds. Referees rolled a turnover. This is getting ugly right now with how this is being officiated. Referees are meeting together about this call to make sure it's the proper call. The referees initially signaled a turnover off Wembanyama, off his shoe. He was getting clobbered by multiple guys, and they have confirmed it is a turnover. Mitch Johnson could not believe it. He thought it was clearly San Antonio possession. He gave it to the Thunder. SGA around the perimeter. SGA top of the key. 12-second differential. Shot clock and game clock to close out the quarter. SGA slips. SGA tumbles. SGA stumbles. SGA flops. SGA gets the foul call. Mitch Johnson is absolutely heated right now. And he should be, for every single one of those reasons, talking to number 25, Tony Brothers, as this game has turned into being a national disgrace right now on national TV, with clearly a platform and an agenda going against the San Antonio Spurs in this game. Tony Brothers and his refereeing crew having their own agenda, preventing the Spurs from winning this game. As a text gets issued to Mitch Johnson on the bench, he gets teed up. Thunder bury the free throw. Thunder lead by 11. This is absolutely despicable how this game is being refereed right now. SGA shooting 2 at the free throw line after the first tech. First of all, goaltend should have been called. Second of all, Victor Wembanyama ran into a brick wall like 3 guys who clobbered him. No call. Turnover by Victor. And then SGA drives, and then just stumbles and flops and gets the benefit of the call. 3 calls in a row going against San Antonio. Just awful. Terrible. Should be a single-digit game right now. Fox attacks. Blocked to the bounds by Dort. Believe they're going to give De'Aaron Fox free throws here. Yeah, Lou Dort called in the shooting foul. Not a clean block according to the refs. First free throw is good by Fox. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Man. Just unfortunate way that this game has been called tonight. Like, this needs to be much more of a fair fight. Much more of a fair fight for San Antonio. Crazy. One more free throw coming up by Fox at the line. The free throw is off the back rim of Wemby, battling for the rebound. Loose ball foul charge to the Thunder. So Wembanyama will have 2 free throws. Crazy that it's going to take like 10 minutes to play out the final 10 seconds in this quarter. Victor Wembanyama, 2 free throws at the line. First shot's good. Seagull got frosted flakes right now. Yeah, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I wake up feeling energized. Second free throw, it is good by Wemby. 10-point game. Spurs still in it right now. Thunder off the inbounds. McCain, a final possession left to go to close out at the end of 3. Launches the 3. McCain off the mark. That's how we close out the end of the third quarter. 10-point lead. Goaltend violation taken away by San Antonio. Wembanyama had a turnover called on him when he was completely just throttled by 3 defenders in his body. And then Shea got the benefit of the foul call. Look back at those 3 calls. This could be a 4-point game or a 6-point game right now instead of a 10-point game. Right now, Thunder up by 10. 101-91 at the end of the third as we turn the page, enter the fourth quarter coming up. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, here we go. 101.91. Glad to have you guys in the stream. Hit us up in the chats. Who you guys like to win tonight here? Thunder or Spurs? Type it in. Yeah, OKC shooting the ball 52%, still really high clip in this game. And that usually translates to a win. If the Thunder come out and shoot the ball poorly in this quarter, they're going to lose this game. But, you know, Wemby's got just 16 currently, and he needed to dominate tonight. It's going to happen in the fourth quarter. Luckily, Champagnie and Castle have had a solid game. The issue is that those 2 guys have 4 fouls tonight. So foul trouble working against those 2 guys. Saving San Antonio tonight. Nobody with 4 personal fouls for the Thunder. A bunch of guys with 3. 30 by Shea through 3 quarters. 14 by Chat off the bench. Caruso with 17. 11 by McCain. Yeah, McCain was on a heater starting off the quarter. Supreme Carbet on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. Avid feast on the stream, liking the Thunder tonight to win this game. All right, here we go. Back to action in just a moment. 10-point lead for OKC. Thunder led as many by 20 at one point in the third quarter. They start off a 7-zip run to begin the third quarter. Spurs came back on a 14-2 run. Made it very interesting. Cut the deficit down to 8, but right now it's a 10-point game entering the fourth. Left-right on the floor by San Antonio with the opening possession to begin the fourth. Castle on the floor alongside Wemby, Vassell, Fox, and Champagnie. Castle, skip pass, corner, up fake, Champagnie, baseline dribble, gives it off to Wemby, soaring up to the rim, no good, and broken up out of bounds as the referees await here for the call. It will stay. It's going to be Spurs ball here as it went off the back heel off the rim off Wemby. Did Hartenstein get a piece of that? That's the question. If Hartenstein got a piece of that, then it's going to stay Spurs ball. And it's oh. They rolled it. Wow, they rolled it. Jump ball tie-up? How in the world was that jump ball tie-up? Wemby and Hartenstein going up in the midcourt logo for jump ball tie-up because these referees don't know what the heck. Who had possession of the basketball? That was clearly off Hartenstein last. What is going on with this refereeing crew today? This has been abysmal. Like the last couple minutes of officiating. This is a jump ball tie-up. And no clear way that's a jump ball tie-up. Anyway, the Spurs win the tip with Wemby. Castle, outside, flung it out of bounds. That can't happen there. Can't happen with a chance to come on back. You win the tip, but you're not on the same page with one another, resulting in the turnover. McCain sends it off to Hartenstein. McCain to Hartenstein alongside Wallace on the floor. Hartenstein, Rudder, got it. Puts his team up by 12. Chet Holmgren also in the courts. With the fifth player being Caruso. Fox, bounce pass on top of Wemby. It takes the three off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Hartenstein. Thunder out in full control right now. 11 minutes left to go. McCain. Hartenstein. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets a McCain. Missed the three. Batted up into the air. Hartenstein controls the offensive rebound. Back out to Caruso. Broken up pass. Intercepted by Vassell. Up the floor finds Castle. Right to the rim. He scores. Up and off the backboard. Needed a big stop right there. They got one with a steal and bucket out in transition. McCain stuck in the baseline into the hands to Chet. Overshot him. Right place, right time as Hartenstein tracked down the loose ball. Hartenstein drives on Wemby. Fell down. Lost the handle. Turnover. He's out of the play. Spurs win numbers. Up the floor. 5-4. Running the floor. And Wemby not turned to the basketball with a bad pass by Champagnie in transition. Got batted away. Intercepted. Hartenstein up the floor. Shuts down the door with a 2-minute flush. 12-point lead here for the Thunder. Turnovers crushing San Antonio to chip into the deficit. Hartenstein, double-double, 10 and 11 tonight in this game. Champagnie, his three missed off the rim. Short rebound goes to Chet. Under 10 minutes left to go. Thunder with possession. McCain on top. Into the hands to Hartenstein. Hartenstein playing a big role right now in the lead for OKC. Lob down low. Chet. Chet gets followed by Castle. That's his fifth personal. That's a terrible call by the refs. Like, where's the foul right there? Chet is falling backwards. More so should have been a tie-up than a foul. The officiating of this game has been horrific, especially in the late third and early fourth quarter. And Castle's playing all ball. Castle's playing all ball. He's trying to tie up Chet Holmgren there at the baseline. 5 fouls by Castle. Champagnie on the bench. Turnover off the inbound by OKC. Racing up the floors. Harper lobs up over the top. Wemby couldn't finish with an alley-oop. Right back to Harper. No offensive rebound. Fox. Corner. 3. Vassell. Off the mark. Misfired. Rebound goes to Chet. 9.5 and under left to go. Alex Caruso to the rim. No good. Brick the layup. Tip to Wembanyama for the defensive rebound. It's only his fourth board in the game by Wemby. Wemby outside finds Johnson. His three got blocked. Going up in the air there. It goes back to OKC. An incredible block by Cason Wallace. Chet. Things getting physical down low. So the Spurs thought they had a tie-up. They're going to roll a Keldon Johnson shooting foul. Chet Holmgren to shoot two at the free throw line. Again. Let's take a look at the replay here. That could have gone down as a tie-up as well. Lucky that OKC shooting two more free throws at the line. First one's good by Chet. Timmon, welcome back in. Second free throw is good. I mean, this is just unfortunate for all the people that wagered money in this game and it's being decided by the referees like this. This is a shame. De'Aaron Fox with possession. Fires it down low to Wemby. Wemby off the double team. Dribbles back out to the perimeter. Wembanyama takes on the Hardenstein. Drives on him inside the key off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. Wemby off his fingertips as it went over to Cason Wallace with a defensive board. McCain up the floor. Takes on Wemby around the perimeter. Lob goes to Chet. Chet defended by Keldon Johnson. Backs his way inside the key. And a foul charge to Keldon Johnson. Fourth personal foul on Keldon Johnson tonight. Like, Keldon Johnson just pulled the chair off Chet Holmgren. 6 in the timer for the Thunder. McCain guarded by Johnson. A jumper, 15-footer, air ball. Chet flings it off the Fox as the Spurs have it. They got numbers up the floor. Push pass, corner, up fake. Stuck in the baseline. Keldon Johnson followed by McCain. Keldon Johnson and Stephon Castle with 5 fouls tonight. Champagny with 4. Same as Johnson's got 5 now. Inbound goes to Fox. Fox dribbles up inside the key. Fox off the glass, no good. Wemby, offensive rebound. Wemby, kiss off the glass, scores, up and it off the window. Wembanyama working his way up to now 18 in the game. SGA got a 30-piece tonight. Back out to the perimeter. SGA dribbles up to the elbow, rises for the jumper, deep 2, left is short. Hardenstein, battle for the rebound, ripped away out of his hands. Keldon Johnson picks up the loose ball. Yeah, Wemby is completely exhausted tonight. Wemby handles at the wing, spin cycle, drives into Hardenstein, goes up, draws the foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Wembanyama. Wemby shooting 2 coming up at the free throw line here. First one's good. Going to be a timeout here taken on the floor by OKC. As they burn the timeout, Wemby will have another free throw coming up here in just a minute. So one more free throw awaiting Wemby once we get back into action. This game downright as physical as it gets. Wemby has been just completely exhausted this entire game. Just hasn't been able to play with his energy tonight for Wemby. Unable to take over at all. Limited to 4 for 14, a -5 in the floor for him. Like, he hasn't played like a lot of minutes like this tonight. He's playing 32 minutes with still 7:25 left. Like, that's a bunch of minutes for the franchise player for the next decade and a half. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now on the timeouts. Hardenstein tonight, a break of a body. He is a +20 on the floor, locking down Wemby this entire game. 10 points, 12 rebounds by Hardenstein. Some major offensive rebounds. Got 6 offensive boards tonight. Cason Wallace, a +25 off the bench in 26 minutes. 2 steals, 2 blocks by Wallace. Had a massive 3 that he blocked from the perimeter. Caruso, 17 points tonight, a +14 off the bench. 6 assists, 3 steals. SGA dropping down 30. Cat with 16, and Jeremy McCain with 11. And then Sam Penny, he has 22. Castle with 21. Wemby with 19. Wemby's perfect, 11 for 11 tonight at the line. Off the bench, Keldon Johnson with 11. So Wemby will have one more free throw coming up. Down by 11, 7:25 left. Yeah, Hardenstein's been massive tonight in this game for OKC. Tonight, well below his averages for Wemby, just 19 points, 5 rebounds. Averaging 30 and 13 in the series. Final free throw by Wemby. It is good. Cuts the deficit down to 10. Gonna need to have the perfect ending for San Antonio, meaning stringing together multiple consecutive stops. Jeremy McCain on the floor alongside Caruso, SGA, Hardenstein, and Wallace for OKC. SGA drives on Wemby. Jumper, baseline, no good. Skidded off the rim. Rebound secured by Harper. Flug it up the pack. Kept in the corner play by Fox. Fox drives, attacks. Jumper, mid-range, connects on it. That's a huge 2 right there by San Antonio. 107-99, cutting the deficit with an 8. Still an opportunity for the Spurs tonight. Harper on the floor alongside Wemby, Fox, Vassell, and Johnson. SGA bounce pass down low. Hardenstein got it to go inside the low block. Isaiah Hardenstein having an excellent night tonight. 12 and 12 for points and rebounds. Under 6.5 left to play. De'Aaron Fox, edge of the midcourt logo, takes on Caruso. Bounce pass, turning the corner. Vassell to the rim, no good. Blew the layup. Rebound went to McCain. OKC with possession. McCain transition, fires the 3. A bullseye, right down the chute, buries the triple. Humongous 3 by Jeremy McCain out of the fast break. And the Thunder up their lead to 13. 112.99, 6:11 left to go. The Nuns were out in San Antonio on Sunday. Tonight, the Nuns are out in OKC on a Tuesday. Wow, Thunder bouncing back in a major way. 14-5 following a loss, and tonight bouncing back. Yeah, this could be it for the Avs. Yeah, I'm still going to stick with the Spurs because I had them in the NBA Finals in my preseason bracket, so I'm still going to stick with it right now. The bench for the Thunder, if they win the series, that's been a huge differential. It's been the bench, really good bench for OKC. Caruso tonight popping off the bench with 17. Jared McCain got the start tonight in this game. He's got 14 right now. His first career playoff start for him. So they were without AJ Mitchell and J-Dub tonight. Yeah, just crazy how they gave up on McCain that early. I think he was in the midst of Rookie of the Year his first year, and then got injured. He got injured early in his career, and then I want to see that trade again. Jared McCain. It was with like picks in it. Sixers deal Jared McCain to Thunder for 4 draft picks. A 2026 Rockets first-round pick and 3 second-round picks on February 4th. One of the second-round picks heading to the Sixers is for 2027. 2 from 2028 via OKC or Milwaukee. Oh, man. And then the 2027 pick was... It was via OKC, Houston, Indiana, Miami. One of those. 2028 is now, okay, yeah, Milwaukee Bucks and OKC Thunder. So 4 draft picks. A 2026 first-round pick and 3 future second-round picks. The Thunder exchanged to get McCain. Just for picks. And that first-round pick was for this year was from the Houston Rockets. 112.99, 6 minutes left. Quarter jumper, Keldon Johnson off the mark, no good. Starting to fall away from San Antonio. Right now, the Thunder looking to go up 3-2 if they can close it out. Hardenstein into the hands of SGA with a 30-piece tonight. SGA, jumper, deep 2, no good off the mark. Tipped off the glass. Harper controls the defensive rebounds. Finding Keldon Johnson, attacking the paint. High off the window, scores the 2. They are still trying to get their team back into it. The issue is that San Antonio cannot provide the stops tonight. 50%, 36 for 72 shooting by OKC. Like, the consecutive stops is not there for the Spurs defense. Thunder are hitting 1 out of every 2 shots from the floor at 50%. Corner jumpers buried by Caruso. Alex Caruso bounce back game tonight, coming off the bench now with 17. Or beg my pardon, he's got 20. He had 17 previous to that made 3. That's his 4th made 3. He's got 20 now. Tonight for Caruso. Outside corner 3. Bounced off the rim and out, missed by Johnson. down to under 5 minutes left. Thunder with possession. Shea gets past Champagny. Out on top, firing the three. McCain around the rim and out to rebound, hauled in by Wemby. Just not the night, unfortunately, for Victor Wembanyama. Isaiah Hardenstein really gave him a tough game to handle. Missed shot from the perimeter. Tip in goes in by Keldon Johnson. Thunder with all the responses tonight, about to improve to 15-5 following a loss. They still haven't lost the back-to-back games in the entire playoffs this year. They never lost back-to-back games last year. You have to go back to the second round when they get eliminated, where they lost 2 in a row twice in the second round to the Mavs in 2024. Castle, no good. Missed it off the mark. No foul call by the referees. Back to OKC under 4 minutes left. Shea, top of the key, takes it. Off the back rim, no good. Missed the three. Offensive rebound. McCain from deep. McCain buries the J. 118-103. The dagger tonight going to the OKC Thunder with Jared McCain about to go up 3-2 in the series. Jared McCain, first ever playoff start, delivers tonight with his third main three, 17 points in the starting five. 118-103, OKC. Experience taking over tonight, having an efficient game all around. When things look good for the Thunder, it's because they are shooting the cover off the ball. Tonight, shooting the ball really well. 49% from the floor, 47% from three at 14 for 30, and they at one point started off a perfect 20 for 20 at the free throw line, 28 for 32 in this game at 88% tonight at the free throw line. Thunder plus 8 on the glass, 45-37. They're plus 9 at the defensive board, 32-23. Yeah, I saw that today. Somebody posted that out. The NBA has leaked the script over on I I think it was on, let me double check here to see the site. It came up as Knicks Thunder today. Yeah, the official NBA score leaked the script today under the NBA Finals bound section, and the teams under the NBA Finals score, it was New York Knicks and Oklahoma City Thunder. That was posted there this morning. De'Aaron Fox with possession at the left wing. He takes on Caruso. Slides it off to Vassell. Comes off the screen. Jacks up the three. Missed off the mark. Rebound. Controlled by Hardenstein. Yeah, there's videos online of that happening today. With the NBA team store. Knicks against Thunder in the finals next week. McCain, a runner over Wemby. Missed off the mark. Tipped up to Fox for the defensive rebound. Corner jumper. Buried by Castle. Caruso off to SGA. 2:40 and under left to go. Shea dribbles, drives inside the key. Penetrates through the defense and scores the layup. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander working his way up now to 32 tonight in this game. A jumper from deep misfired by San Antonio. The Thunder about to go up 3-2 in the series. Fox down low, knocking down Shea to the hardwood. Got the reserves coming in now for San Antonio. Carter Bryant alongside Mason Plumlee, Bismack Biyombo going to get some minutes to close out this game for San Antonio. Inbound goes to the Thunder. Shea broke it up on the pass. Kicked ball violation. Charged to Plumlee. Free throws here coming up at the line by Caruso. Wednesday, June 3rd, Knicks will face the winner of this series, 8:30 p.m. in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Caruso shooting 2 free throws. First one's good. Yeah, 3-point shooting tonight on point for the Thunder. Last game, they had a rough game shooting 6 for 33. Bounced back in a major way tonight, 45%, 14 for 31. You know, when we look back at the end of the series, the benches played a huge role for Oklahoma City, just so much deeper. Like they were over 100 plus bench points to the first 4 games in the series over the Spurs. Free throw's good, 2 minutes left to play. Jordan McLaughlin, low block for the Spurs, outside off the Biombo, hand off. Carter Bryant back to McLaughlin around the perimeter. McLaughlin dribbles up, runner, skipped in, good for 2. Yes. Yeah, I root for the Red Sox. Northwestern back to the finals for the women's lacrosse team. Good for them. Yeah, I know Boston College is a pretty good lacrosse team for women's lacrosse. North Carolina usually like dominant every single year. And then for the men's, Virginia, Maryland, those two are really good. Some of the Ivy Leagues are pretty good. Princeton, Cornell. Got a minute 39 left to go in this game. And Oklahoma City at the free throw line. McCain shooting 2. First one's good. 19 from McCain tonight. That is now 32 points generated. Via free throws for the Thunder. Beg my pardon, 31 tonight. And he's got 18 currently. 123, 108. 18 for McCain, 31 points generated at the free throw line for OKC. Missed 3 by the Spurs. McCain collects the rebounds. I'll be back live at Game 6. Must-win game for San Antonio to stay alive. Force to Game 7. It'll take place Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Feel free to join me back in for my next stream on Thursday night. Missed layup at the rim by Jalen Williams. Carter Bryant with a defensive board. Final minute left to go. Bryant to the rim scores the 2. SGA tonight with 32 points leading the way for the Thunder. Jared McCain with 18. Got his first ever career playoff start tonight. Chat finished with a double-double, 16 and 11. Hardenstein, major double-double, 12 and 15. And then off the bench, Caruso with 22. 38 bench points by the Thunder tonight. Spurs, 15 bench points by Keldon Johnson. 28 for bench points for them. More free throws coming up here at the line for McCain with 45 seconds left. Wemby tonight finished with 20. Wemby's going to see if he can bounce back in the next game. Played 38 minutes. Yeah, he looked completely gassed for like most of the game. For Wemby, just not himself from how he was playing throughout the course of this series. Completely taken out. Isaiah Hardenstein just having that big physical 6'11", 270-pound body defending you. That wears him down throughout the course of a game. McCain now with 20. McLaughlin, bounce pass, down low, Olynyk. Fouled. Efficient tonight for OKC. 48% from the floor. Their defense locked down the Spurs to 40%. 45% from three. OKC, 14 for 31. Spurs struggled, 12 for 41, just 29% from three. Outside Champagnie, not really much going on with sharpshooting. Yeah, very well. The rest benefits the Knicks. I can see that happening if that the Knicks could very well take it all. Because all this rest are only benefiting them. And then there's some injuries with OKC that they're dealing with Mitchell and Jada. Putbacks there by Kenrich Williams. Don't count out San Antonio just yet, though. They're going to see if they can force a Game 7. Going to have to win in Game 6 on Thursday. I'll be back for Game 6 on Thursday. The thing is that San Antonio, if they do force the Game 7, like that would be incredible character to win the Game 7. Because it's their first go-around with this grouping. There's usually steps that you have to take to get to the finals. And first go-around with this grouping, just inexperienced in terms of playoff games together for San Antonio, whereas the Thunder last year, they played 2 Game 7s to win the championship. They beat the Nuggets in the second round in 7. They beat the Pacers in the finals last year in 7. So they've got Game 7s with their experience under their belt, whereas that's going to be something new for San Antonio if they do win on Thursday night, force that Game 7 back at OKC on Sunday. Or on Saturday for the Game 7. Thanks all for joining in. Be a part here on the stream for this one. Oklahoma City machine tonight as they shot the ball around 50% from the floor, 44% from three, and nailed down 33 on the 38 free throw attempts en route to a 127-114 win. SGA 32 points tonight, and another deep performance off the bench. Alex Caruso led the way, plus 18 with 22 total points. Cason Wallace, major impact in 31 minutes. Even though he scored just 7 points, he had 5 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, a plus 29 when he played tonight on the floor. Thanks all for joining in. Be a part of the stream before I sign off tonight. Smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll be back live on Thursday night covering Spurs against Thunder. Game 6 in the series, a must-win for San Antonio to force the Game 7. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, and we're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We have Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Naja Player, Norma Polson, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Ashley's Fan for Life, Phil, All on the Prow, I Am Ghost, Ian, Edith, Ice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo Pits, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. Thanks for joining in. Be a part here on the stream tonight for this game. Oklahoma City goes up 3-2 in a series as they win 127-114 over the Spurs. Thanks for joining in, everyone, and enjoy the rest of their Tuesday night.